purpose.
Why would you get rid of your identity on purpose?
To find myself. Yo, eggs come from chickens, and chickens come from eggs. What came first, the chicken or the egg?
I don't know. I guess it's a paradox.
Paradox? That sounds more like a chicken pox. Yo, Popeyes, we need answers, you heard? When you all backed up and you gotta use the bathroom, what do you do to assist with a fat?
Were you in the last stream, Mizu? I'm not sure if you got to see that one at all. The one that ended like right before I started this one. Ah, like the CW Flash? Or the movie? I've seen the whole thing on the CW Flash. But nah, no worries. I was just streaming for like 4 hours actually on here. I think it was 4 hours is what it was. CW. Oh hell yeah, the solo one with Grant Gustin. I actually met him in person last summer. Yeah, no, I watched that whole entire show. I watched the whole Green Arrow show on CW. Legends of Tomorrow. I watched a handful of the ones from the CW. I actually liked them, even if they were a little corny at times, because I know people complained about that a lot. But yeah, so it was funny because I met him. He actually does do conventions. Grant Gustin shows up to conventions because he's fucking awesome, and so it's funny because there was like a Comic-Con type thing in Arizona. It's like a smaller Comic-Con, and it's like they were doing it for like 3 days, and my brother invited me out to go see that, and so I went with him, and you could like pay for meet and greets and stuff, and so I was like, oh shoot, like he's like, do you know what you want to do? And I was like, I've never been to one of these things before. And so I'm like, what's there to do? And he's like, you can pay to have people sign stuff. You can, like, he had a handful of things that you can do. And I couldn't really think of anything interesting. And then he's like, dude, Grant Gustin's gonna be there. And I was like, the Flash Grant Gustin? He's like, yeah. I was like, no shot. Like, I'm like, I have a Flash Funko Pop. It's like a rare Funko Pop by him. I was like, I would love to get that signed by him. And so my brother's like, yeah, if you pay, you can do it. And it wasn't even that expensive. And I literally, like, I waited in line for probably 30 minutes maybe, which honestly is short in one of those kinds of scenarios. And then, yeah, I just did a quick meet and greet with him. And so I literally talked to him for less than a minute, and he signed my Funko Pop, and that was it. Yeah. That's awesome. Yeah, no, I always wanted to meet, what do you call it? Stephen Amell, the one who plays Oliver Queen for Green Arrow. And I was like, damn, I would love to meet him and Grant Gustin together. I think Stephen Amell was there during that time, but he wasn't like it was a 3-day event, and Grant was there for like 2 of the 3 days, and Stephen was only there for 1, and the one he was there for, Grant wasn't there for. Like, it was like Grant did like Friday and Sunday, and Stephen did Saturday. So they weren't there together, but they were there separately. You know who was there all 3 days? Was, I don't even know what you'd call him, but Harrison Wells, I guess. I don't know the actual, I think Tom Chambers is the actor's name. I can't remember the actor's name. But whoever plays every single one of, like, the Welleses, like Harrison Wells and the 20 different versions of the Wells and all that stuff. If you're at that part, I don't know if you're at that part. Yeah, Harrison, like the one who also played like Reverse Flash and all that in the show and that kind of stuff. So yeah, basically Grant Gustin's mentor in that for the first like main few seasons before you realize he's evil. Yeah, right, when it was still running, I know. I think when I saw it, it actually just got done wrapping up, like, before that. It might have been like a month or a few months, I can't remember, but I'm pretty sure it was freshly, like, they already had announced that was their final season, and I watched the whole thing before I met him, so when I met him, I was just like, hey, Grant, like, I was like, you just want to introduce myself? I'm like, I've been watching your show growing up, and I was like, thank you for, making my childhood, like, thanks for being our hero, because, I mean, shit, like, that was, like, I feel like there wasn't too many good TV shows, or too many good, like, superhero-like TV shows during that time, and I felt like I really, like, honestly, when I was in high school, I really enjoyed his show. and then I watched a little bit of college, but I think I finished it while I was in college. So yeah, so it was super super cool. He was super nice. Like he was like, "Oh, thanks, man. Like, I really appreciate that." Like and yeah, no, he was super super cool. But yeah, so I just talked to him for that quick minute, and now I have like a signed Flash Funko Pop from Grant Gustin. So yeah, there's cool events like that pop up different places. Some of them can be pretty cheap too, but you can like look out for people who might be, showing up. Like I know I went back to that Comic-Con place now like once or twice since then. And there's like they had some characters who voice like anime characters, or like people who voice like Ash Ketchum from Pokemon and stuff like that. Like they have voice actors, they have TV show actors, they have movie actors. They've been sending out like lists this year for who's gonna like show up at their current one this year. And I already saw like Aunt May from the Spider-Man movies with Tom Holland. She's gonna be there. And like there's what's his name, Giancarlo Esposito, who's like, he's Gus Fring from Breaking Bad. He's Moff Gideon from The Mandalorian. Like he's in a bunch of different things. He's probably in some things you've seen that you might not know who he is, or you might know who he is. But yeah, no, it's a pretty cool thing. They have people who can sign stuff like that. They'll do panels sometimes with actors where you can ask them questions, or they'll tell stories. They'll have events. They'll have many different video game consoles you can play, like old GameCubes and stuff like that. And then they have hella merch like everywhere. T-shirts, posters, LED posters, stickers, pillows, outfits. They have like straight up costumes there. So yeah, same. Really, really same, honestly. What do you call it? I've always wanted to go to San Diego Comic-Con, or like one of the really, really official ones in like Cali or in New York. Like, I feel like those are two of the biggest ones. The Arizona one is like their version of Comic-Con. It's not like held by the actual Comic-Con people, but it's just like kind of their version of like a small version of Comic-Con. But it's honestly super cool. I think it ends up being pretty worth it. But yeah, and like you said, I realized you said never throw that out. Yeah, no, for sure. I have a Funko case, like not display, but like I don't have sorry, his message threw me off. Yeah, I've heard of the Toronto one, but I figured that'd probably be a little bit harder to go to. But I definitely would consider going to the San Diego one and all that. But no, they're pretty cool events for sure, especially when there's people like actors you like that are gonna pop out there and stuff. But yeah, so I very much enjoyed it, and there's some cool things. But I guess you'd call it a display of Funkos at home. Like, it's not like not like they're all being displayed in like a case, but just like I just have a bunch of Funkos that I've kind of like stacked up in a certain way. But you can also like, there's hard cases for Funko Pops too, that are like hard plastics, so it really like protects the paper of the box and all that kind of stuff. And so I have like the Grant Gustin one in a hard case. Like, oh, you have a display like that in your room? Is that what you're saying? Oh, damn. Do you keep them in the box, or do you take yours out of the box, or how do you display yours? Because like I honestly like, I mean, I haven't been able to work too much just being in school and all that stuff. But I always was like, when I get like an actual job, one of my first things I wanted to do was to get like a display case where it's like shelves with glass windows, and then I can stack all the Funkos in there and have like a LED case with it, so that it all lights up, so then it'll display like really nicely. So I've been wanting to do that. But that's still gonna probably be like a year before that happens, I feel like, low-key. But yeah, no, so I would like it like that. Currently, the way I had it was like just, I stacked like 5 of them on top of each other. No, that's real. That's real, Mizu, for sure. When I was in high school, I was working my junior and senior year, and most of my paychecks were either on Funko Pops or food. That was it. The 2 F's, Funko Pops or food. Funko Pops were what I wanted to like spoil myself with, like my fun expense, and then the food was just obviously a necessity. But that was literally like what my budget was not dedicated for, but like that's pretty much what I did. I also did a few like trading cards, like sports cards and stuff that were autographed or like numbered if it was a player I really liked. Other than that, no, seriously. I did that, and honestly, Mizu, I owned probably over 100 Funko Pops at one point, and I was just like, holy cow, like I was like, I should probably get rid of some of these, and so I ended up like, I resold some on eBay, I resold some on Mercari, we're getting touched, damn. Let me think. There were stores that I would take them to and exchange them for like maybe a more expensive one that was more rare. Oh, you play Genshin Impact on your video games too? I didn't know that. I'll be honest, I've never played Genshin Impact. However, I do have like a card game I play that's on Discord. Oh, I was like, what the hell is that? I do have a card game on Discord that I play, and it's it has like Genshin Impact players in there. Where the hell is my? Oh, there it is. Yeah, it's not. I mean, I've been told it's kind of interesting, but let's just say I know some Genshin Impact characters without even ever playing Genshin Impact. And I feel like you can probably guess who. That's the best way to put it. But yeah, so I just had hella Funkos that I exchanged for a while, and now I probably am down to like, I'm probably down to 20 to 25. But I pretty much tried to keep only ones that were like signed or like exclusive to an event, like New York Comic Con or Arizona, or I've had some from San Diego. I got some from San Diego Comic Con, but it was because I paid people who were going there to get it for me. So I, you know, there's always a way, even if you don't go yourself. But it's definitely more fun to go yourself, but you know, making that travel trip and everything happen, it's not always feasible. So sometimes you just gotta do what you gotta do with all that. But yeah, no, so it can get to be really cool for sure. There's a lot to all that. Oh my gosh, we are just surrounded. See, that was my thing. I got like, honestly, the first one I got was I went and saw a movie with a friend. I think we saw like Guardians of the Galaxy 1. And after that, we like walked out of the theater and there was a GameStop like 2 doors down. I was like, fuck it, like pop in there. And then I saw in there they had like a Groot Funko Pop. I was like, that's so fucking sick. I was like, what are these things? Like, and the next thing I know, I own a fuck ton of them. But I feel like I got the best deal possible on a lot of them, and so it's like I was really proud of it. I could tell you where I got every single one of them from. Like it was like that. And yeah, and then I got rid of most of the ones that weren't important or rare. But it was nice because you could resell some of them for some decent cash, for sure. But I liked those. I liked U2s, which were like the YouTube figures of those. I don't know if you've ever seen U2s. I feel like you low-key have, because I mean, I'm sure you watch other YouTubers that have U2s and stuff like that. But yeah, they're like Funko Pops for... Oh no, you never. So it's Y-O-U-T-O-O-Z. So it's just like saying U, 2, and then adding a Z on the end, but it's all one word. They when I first found them, they used to do like just YouTubers only. Like it was like they do Fitz, like Swagger Souls, Toby on the Telly, Jay Schlatt, Call Me Carson, Wildcat, like there's like, oh my gosh, something like that. But yeah, they basically, that was kind of their thing, was like, it was like Funko Pops, but for YouTubers, essentially. It was super cool. I mean, they still do them now, it's just now they've expanded to like YouTubers and memes, and like games, so like they have like Five Nights at Freddy's, Call of Duty, like there's some weird ones now, it's very much out there. Oh wow. I mean, they're more popular now. When I first like started getting stuff from them, they literally like, I got their Fitz and their Swagger Souls, which are their first edition ones. Their first 3 they ever dropped were Fitz, Swagger Souls, and Toby on the Telly. And now they're like huge. Like back then, I mean, the weird thing about them is it's like you will pay for the U2s, but it's always like a pre-order, and so normally like it doesn't arrive for like a month or 2 after, but normally it was like they always kept it like $30 or less. Like it was always like with shipping and the figure, it was pretty much always $30 or less. That was like what they were trying to do the most. They were even sending out like coupons to people just to keep it $30 or less. Like they didn't want people sending like hella cash for it, so it's pretty interesting back then. I haven't bought one in probably a few months. Actually, maybe even a year, but it does. Not for sure I can get that, but it's definitely cool at times too. There is so much going on right now. That's crazy. Self Blumpkin.
I'm back. Armor packs here. Pay up. Sweet. Namor wasn't there. You're ready for it. Here's how you go. Hey.
Oh my god, I'm breathing in the mic, aren't I? Holy cow, that's my bad. No! Sorry, I don't have like the headset fully on, but I am using the mic of the headset. I don't know if this sounds weird or not. Oh, we gotta stay on that.
Better than Aunt May's chicken soup. Here comes rocket again. Relay deploys. It ain't cheap.
Oh my god, we ended up winning that. Wow. What a back and forth. Wowza. I got to so I was playing earlier with Joby, and we played for probably an hour with Joby and Seth, and then Seth got off and went to bed, and then we played just me and Joby for like an hour or two, and then I played for like an hour on my own, and then I had a 4-hour stream going, and once I hit like 1 a.m. my time, it like the servers went down for a little bit, and then it told me there was an update available, and so I had to end the last stream. We had like 20 people in the last stream, so I had to end the last stream and then start a new one and update the game because I couldn't do it while keeping the stream live. But yeah, so we were playing for quite a bit today, but we got to platinum on here. It's pretty dope. We just got to it though. I haven't done anything crazy in there. I haven't even played a game since reaching it. But we reached that, and then Joby went to bed for the night, so I was like, yeah, I'm gonna play some solo. Yeah, it was pretty cool. It's honestly pretty nice. But, yeah, it has, and I don't get it, because, I mean, like, you're really one of the only people who comments. Like, it's nice, because, like, when you comment like this, like, shoot, I can talk all day long and talk back and forth with you, but anytime I'll ask people questions, I swear, like, half the time I'll never get a response. So, I don't know, I don't get it. I'm not going to complain, because if I'm getting views, oh well, like, that can only help me hopefully grow more. But at the same time, yeah, I'm like, man, I don't get this. Like, yeah, it is, yeah, because it's like, I don't want people to just watch me sitting here silently playing, or like, you know, or saying random stuff, and then they're just like, what is this stream? Like, you know, I want to make sure everyone can be interacted with and stuff. But yeah, so I don't know. I'm not gonna complain, but it does. I guess it's curious, or it makes me curious at times because of that. I don't know. There's something I was gonna look at with one of these characters. Well, I know I need to look at Rocket. Dang, I still got a ways to go. Ah, that's probably my fan. I got a fan in here that blows into it sometimes. Let me try angling like a little bit differently, maybe that'll help. 95 kills. Which part's real? The fan, or which part? Ah, yeah. Yeah, no, literally. I need it. Like, it's bad. I've had a bad run recently, cause like I have like roommates from my school and all that, and we have like everyone has a smoke detector in their room, and I thought for the longest time mine was on low battery, but I realized that RRA never changed the filters to the air vents at our place. And without that, it collects dust, and that dust drops from the air vents, and then the smoke detectors can pick that up and mistake it for a low battery or like a fire possibly getting ready to start. So that's when they'll start chirping. And so because of that, mine's been chirping more recently. So like I've been having to sit like muted and stuff like that half the time while playing with friends because I don't want to be the guy with the smoke detector chirping in the background. And I can't do anything about it. And I fixed the filter stuff yesterday and today, so it's hopefully a little bit better. But earlier I was playing and it was tripping again. And so like I had to mute while playing with Joby for probably like 30 minutes while it was just chirping every like 20 seconds, if that. I felt so bad, but I have that, and then the place that we're at, like, it doesn't have any ceiling fans. It's pretty much just up to you to have AC, and so I bought like one of those like rotating fans. So no, I mean, I probably could turn it off. They probably don't want us to, but I could probably turn it off and like just turn it back on before they see it. But the only problem is the ceiling is like probably about 10 to 12 feet tall, and we don't have a single ladder in the house or like step stool, and so I don't know how to reach it to be honest. That's my main problem with it, is I just don't know how to reach it to be able to do that. Because I'm sure I know it's not too hard of a process to actually like take it down. I don't know. I really don't know why it's that tall. But it's like, even if I stood on a chair, I'd have to be like 6'4", 6'5" to be able to like maybe reach it. And I'm most definitely not. So if anything, I need like 2 chairs or like a bench and a chair stacked. Like I need something that was probably gonna risk falling because we don't have an actual ladder. But yeah, so it's like it's tall as hell. So it's like that's the worst part. If it were lower, I probably would have already just taken the batteries out and let it sit like that. I'm a medium king, I'd say. I'm short in a way. I'm probably like 5'8", 5'9". You're good. Probably like 5'8", 5'9". I wouldn't say that's too short, but it's definitely not tall. I'd consider short like fully grown short. I'd say like for a man, like probably like 5'4", 5'5". Like 5'5's like the you got all you can get, and I'm sorry, dude. The 5'4 is just like, yeah, I'm sorry, you're probably kind of small. But like I say that as like, yeah. Oh, you say below 5'6". Okay, I can see that. But oh my gosh, I didn't put that. But yeah, no, I'd say that's kind of my thing. I was thinking around like 5'5" or so. Like, I don't mean to be judgmental on it, but I just feel like if you're like fully grown, like you are not gonna grow anymore, and like 5'4" is it, maybe 5'5's it. I'd say that's unfortunately the short cutoff right there. I'd say that's for guys though. I'd say girls, if you're short, you gotta be in like the 4s. Like 4'11". 4'11's a crazy height to see people at. And I've actually seen a decent amount of people at that height, and it's crazy. Like, if you've ever seen the picture of Simone Biles next to Shaquille O'Neal, that shit is crazy. That's like, I think she is 4'11" or something like that. So it's like 4'11" compared to like 6'6" or something. Like, I can't even remember how tall Shaq was. Jeez, but I mean, obviously he's a big dude. But they have a picture together where I think they were meeting at an Olympic event or something. I don't know. But it's like they're both in fancy clothes and all that, and it's like him standing next to her, and it's literally like, it looks like take your dad to school day or something, or take your daughter to work day. Like, he literally looks like he's taking his toddler into work like that. Pretty crazy. But yeah, that's just the way it is. It is. No, it most definitely is. But I swear, like, if you see that picture, you'll understand what I mean. That's exactly how it is. It's literally like take your daughter to work or something like, or take your dad to school type day. I'm trying to think who I should play as. Rocket is my best right now. Let's see the play time. 5.3 hours with Rocket. Damn. 263 kills with 781 assists. What, we already are 33, 25. 8 losses is not bad. I get that way a lot, honestly, Mizu. I don't understand. Sometimes it's like I just want to play my games before bed, or like I want to watch YouTube, or there's just some days when I'm like, fuck, like it feels like the day's just getting on. Like I don't even feel like it should be nighttime yet. It's brutal. It's a brutal way to go. But it's like sometimes you'll get that, and then I feel like other times you'll get like random spouts of like, I'm super tired right now. Like randomly, like you'll just be going good, and then I don't know, where you just be like, dude, whoa, why am I so tired? Yeah, right. That's when you gotta fix your sleep schedule. I know. I'm lucky. I got my stuff that I was supposed to have tomorrow, they called it off, so I'm like, I get to sleep in a little bit. That's why I was up a little bit more late today. Like right now it's almost 2 for me. I imagine it's probably almost like 5 for you. But, which is even crazier. Yeah, damn. That's tough, but fucking respect. I was sick the last like 4 or 5 days too, and that kind of messed with my sleep schedule, because like 2 of the days I slept for like probably 10-11 hours, and I have like a bracelet that kind of logs that stuff, and it still told me, it's like, we can tell you're sick, so like this sleep didn't even matter, like it didn't even make up for the lack of sleep you've been getting. Yeah, no, it's tough at times, but I mean, I definitely enjoy it. I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. I definitely enjoy it at times. Like, I mean, today, like that's what I had today. Today, let's see. Yesterday was Tuesday. Yeah, technically. So I had, let me think, on what was it?
Some of my best friends are crooks and villains.
I had like a game like Wednesday last week, practice Thursday, practice Friday. I worked a game Friday. I worked 2 games Saturday. I had a game Sunday, and I got sick like after Saturday's thing, so I had to skip my game on Sunday. I had to skip practice on Monday. I had to skip practice on Tuesday, and then Wednesday we had a game, like technically yesterday / today, because I guess it's now Thursday. Wednesday morning we had a game. I had to be there at like 7 a.m. And like Tuesday, when I missed the practice that day, but that was the first day of my new class that was in person. And so I went and I sat for 3 hours of class, and then I what do you call it? That was like from 6 p.m. to 9 p.m. And then I went home and played video games for a little bit, just because I was like, you know, I gotta reward myself for the hard work day. And oh, honestly, this is a lot better than it was in my last school. Really, that's the best way I can put it. This might sound crazy, but holy cow, we're getting mollywopped. Oh wow. I'm like, fuck it, I'm just gonna run to the top of this. But yeah, so sorry, I totally did for a second there. But yeah, so I like chilled out until like midnight, got up like 6, 7 a.m., went to the field, and I was like, I wasn't expecting to really play today, because I was like, you know, I've been sick and out the last 4 days in a row, like 4 days off of baseball and coming back. And I come in and I'm leading off and playing center field. And I only had like 2 defensive plays, and it was great, like went perfectly fine, did good. And then offense, like first at bat, I had a line drive single. I don't know if you know baseball at all, but I had a base hit. And then my second at bat, I had another base hit, and then my third at bat, I got walked, and then he pulled me for the second half of the game, because he was just like, yeah, he's like, we're gonna get people more reps, and he's like, plus I know you've been like sick as hell the last 4 days. And I was like, damn, that's low-key nice. Like, I played my game, sat out the last 4, just got to cheer on my teammates, and it was awesome. I just relaxed, and then I ran some errands after, and after the game, it rained. Like, the game was like 9 to like 12, and it rained from then until now. It's pretty awesome. Yeah, no, it was super nice. He was like, yeah, dude, like, he's like, I know you're probably not feeling that well still. He's like, you know, just go ahead, like, take the rest of the day off from this, like, just chill out. And I was like, yes, like, that was fire. Like, I was like, I got my work in, I had a good day, and now I'm like, you know, clock me out, because I don't want to overwork my body. But yeah, so that worked out pretty nicely. But yeah, so I had that game today, and then I ran some errands, and then holy cow, they're just absolutely cranking us. But yeah, so I did all of that, and then I've basically been chilling ever since. We did some Phasmophobia earlier, and then some Rivals, and as you can tell, it's still more Rivals. But yeah, so I had that all day, and then they canceled our practices the next 2 days just because they're like rain, and you know, we feel bad that, you know, you guys have been overworked lately. Oh my god. My roommates just threw something. Wow, it's getting shit out of me. But yeah, so they gave me like the next like 2 days off for like our whole team, and I was like, damn, like that's fire. Like I literally missed the last 2 days, played the game today, had a great game, and then now I get the next 2 days off. So I'm probably just gonna go chill around and stuff like that. But yeah, so I was all excited about that. But like this schedule, like you were saying, like how do you even manage? Like honestly, this is so much better than my last school, because my last school was like, it was like, all right, you'd have workout 6 to 7 a.m. so you gotta be up at 5 a.m. And we'd lift like pretty heavy. And then you'd have like, it was up to you and your counselor to schedule classes. And oh yeah, for sure I need to recover. but it's up to you and your counselor to schedule classes, and they can schedule them anywhere from like 8 a.m. until about like 2 p.m. And so I was scheduling like 2 or 3 classes a year, I believe, or like a semester, and so I'm juggling like 2 to 3 classes for like 8 weeks at a time, and then I'm like, okay, so my freshman and sophomore year I did a lot of in-person classes. My junior and senior year I did a lot of online classes, and it was just because I learned like the in-person, I would suck having to do like my 6 to 7 a.m. weights and then go to class like 8 a.m. type thing, and then I'd be exhausted for our practice or game that day. So the nice thing about online was it was like you could do it at your own pace as long as you get it done before Wednesday and Sunday. Like you had half your assignments due Wednesday, half due Sunday. And so yeah, so it was super nice with that. And so yeah, so I was like, I had, damn you, Jeff. So I had online classes after the first few years, and I think that made it way nicer than the first few years. But yeah, so you could have your classes anywhere from 8 a.m. to 2 p.m. and then our practice could be anywhere from like 2 p.m. to like 6 or 7 p.m. So it was like, it got draining sometimes. It's like that takes your whole day, and like you can never do stuff like if you wanted to go to like a concert, or like if you wanted to go see a sports game, or just like, you know, if you really wanted to have like a good amount of free time, you never really got to do that for yourself. Like it was almost like a job in that sense. Like it was like you had your set, like, you know, times you had to be there and times you couldn't focus on other things. So that I guess would be the most sucky part about it. And then the best part about this current one is it's like, okay, we have like 7:45 to like 11 or 12 a.m. or well, 7:45 a.m. to like 12 in the afternoon practice, and then you're normally like done for the rest of the day. Like you can have your class, but like since I'm in the master's program, I only have one class at a time every semester. And so yeah, so I'm like, and I only have that class like Tuesday nights, so it's like I literally only have to show up like one night a week, and that's it. So it's like that makes my life like so much better and easier compared to my last school of like getting up and having the whole day drag out. Like now it's like I can like go do my practice in the morning, and then by the afternoon I can go see a concert or, you know, a sports game or do homework or play video games forever. So yeah, so honestly, like it used to be so much harder at my last school, and then yeah, like you said, yeah, I can breathe. Like that I would say would be the biggest difference. Damn, to get frozen by Doctor Strange and then spat by just crazy sequence.
This is real firepower!
Judge, jury, executioner!
That is a great idea by the Mr. Fantastic.
Down to 30 seconds.
So just absolutely tank that shit, that's fire. The Strange though is good and pissing me off that is good.
Feeling behind the exploding plasma. Final 10 seconds.
No! Come on team, come on!
Behold, Darkchild! Let's keep fighting until we have a winner.
Does anyone have an old the only one who's close as me, and it's not even gonna make that much of a difference. Do we? I don't want to speak too soon. We did it! No shot! No freaking shot! Oh my god. Nick, you're stupid. Holy cow. I don't know. Me getting MVP at 8, 3, and 17? Is that what I'm seeing? What the? 22k in heals, I guess, is okay. But shit, for me to get MVP, that's my first MVP as Rocket Raccoon. No, that's real. That's real. I thought our Mr. Fantastic honestly ended up being pretty good there, but I was very happy with our team. I mean, to a sense, I don't know. We were getting rolled for a while, and I really thought we were not going to win that, to be honest with you. That's why I'm even more shocked that we somehow pulled that off. I need to learn how to use Wolverine. Because I do like the skin for him here. I mean, who do you say you play as? I can't remember who you said you play as. Tolerance and patience on stream? For what? With like other people, is that what you mean? Ah, you do Cloak and Dagger. I remember you said support. I just couldn't remember who. I have not tried Cloak and Dagger yet. I really haven't. As you can tell, I've played a lot as Rocket. Punisher, I think I just surpassed Invisible Woman like yesterday. I think she was number 2. I do like using Punisher. Like if I have a DPS favorite, I'd say it's honestly Punisher. Like when it's losing, I lose hope so. Oh, see, there's times when I'll be like, I'll kind of understand. Like there was a few games earlier when I was playing with Joby, and I was like, ooh man, I was like this low key. Like I know we're gonna get our shit ran here. Like there's just no stopping it. But you go sit in the corner. Nah, there was one earlier where I was like, it's funny because I literally told Joby, I was like, man, I wish there's a surrender in this, like in like Rocket League, and I hit like the timeout button and I see surrender at the bottom. I was like, oh, you can, and he's like, yeah, you just gotta vote on it, and your team has to vote on it. But there's only been one game so far I've considered surrendering, because it was honestly a ranked game. And they freaking marched the like objective from start to finish, and I was like, how the fuck are we gonna beat that time? Like we honestly should just forfeit now and not even waste trying to, you know, beat their time. But yeah, so I have not, I feel like I don't give up too much like that, but I definitely will be there and be like, yeah, that makes you rage in Valorant. That was one problem, because I played Overwatch before this, and that was definitely something I did. Oh, 4. Oh, I thought it took 6. I thought it took everybody. I didn't know that. But yeah, I had that in Overwatch a few times. It can get frustrating like that. Oh, okay. Yeah, that's not bad. But yeah, so I haven't considered it too much of trying to forfeit some of them or like getting mad, but there are games, like if I'm healing, there will be games. The most thing I get upset about is like maybe someone like running away from me, and it's like, dude, if you're like spamming like I need health or I need heals and you're running away, like what do you expect? Like I'm gonna be sitting here like, dude, like come on. And then when I play DPS like Punisher, there'll be times when like maybe someone will do Rocket Raccoon and they won't put his like infinite ammo down, or
Pick your hero.
like no one will help me, and then like I won't be getting healed by anybody, and I'm just sitting there like, why am I not getting healed? Like, I need to be getting healed right now. It's that or DPS and tank just. Yeah, no, it does get pretty bad with all that bad charging. When we were playing earlier, we did a ranked match of you know, of just this game, and I was in the bathroom when Joby readied us up, and I didn't know he readied us up. And so when I came back, everything had been chosen but tank, and we're in a ranked match. And I'm like, don't make me tank. Like, I am a terrible tank. I cannot do it. Like, but yeah, so I don't know. It's just it's a struggle sometimes. That's the best way I can put it.
The battle starts in 5, 4, 3, 2.
The nice thing is, since I am free now more tomorrow, that means that, I mean, I am getting a little bit tired, but that means I can sleep in, and then I can play a little bit during the daytime before my plans at night. So that part's kind of exciting. That's like my favorite part about breaks. I was about to say, if we don't kill that magic, I was gonna be so upset. I was about to say, I'm like, nobody's even paying attention to trying to capture this thing. Least we can do is start getting some points, because I doubt we're gonna last capturing it forever. If they prove me wrong though, that's always great too.
I like the cold.
I just hope whoever like walks closer to them or like pushes them just knows, like, once you go a certain distance up, there's this part where I will not go any further. And that's purely out of like, I need to be able to help the rest of the team as well. I can't just like chase you to their spawn just because you want to go to their spawn. Yeah, you're good. Honestly, when you head out, I might end the stream because I probably should get to bed tonight and then sleep in a little bit, and then I will be able to play for a few hours tomorrow. So it's not like this is it for a fat amount of time. It just means like I don't really have anything tomorrow besides maybe a little bit of homework I can do. So that's super nice. Yeah, sometimes people do. That's the only nice thing about being like healers and stuff, is half the time like we don't have to worry about it. I was just talking with Joby. Yeah, they don't even pay attention to the objective, I swear. But it was nice because when I was playing with Joby earlier, we were talking about it, and I was like, it's funny because I was telling him stuff like, you know, like I do enjoy like playing Rocket, and I feel like, I don't know, I feel like I sometimes space out the healing and the shooting pretty well with it, to where it's like, I'll heal my teammates when it looks important, but if it looks like everyone's health is full and like fine for the moment, if I see something like Namor's Octopus or like, what do you call it? Namor's Octopus or like Moon Knight's Ankh, I feel like I can target those pretty well while I'm like trying to heal someone and stuff like that. Like I'll split a little bit of the time just making sure they're not getting low enough to die, and you know, and then I'm not fully like giving up on stuff. But I also feel like the gun low-key shreds like the Thing and a few other people like who are pretty large tanks or who aren't very mobile, and I love
All
that.
you need to do is capture the mission area. Got
That
it?
just makes it so much easier, I feel like.
Once we get this timeline thing sorted out,
But it's funny because Joby was saying, like, you know, that's basically why they built Rocket, was to try and target, like, all the extra traps that you couldn't get away with. They all went that way. I'm sorry. That's crazy. Not a great game.
Here comes Rocket again.
Looks like the
Yeah,
mission
I
area
was,
is yours to
I don't know if
capture
you
now.
saw or if I did it in the last video before you got here. But I was literally just practicing as Loki in the practice versus AI because there was a challenge for him, and I was like, I probably should learn him. Like, I don't know him one bit, so. Yeah, I did start noticing that. It was like the clones definitely seem like they're a huge help. Like, especially when shooting together, like they all kind of shoot in unison at a certain spot. And I feel like that's gotta splash like hella damage, even like, especially with using the, what do you call it? Using, like, I don't know the name for it.
Systems restoring.
But I don't know, I agree, he's pretty interesting and useful with that, and I feel like his stuff replenishes pretty decently fast, so you're not waiting on it for too long.
Your team's capture progress
I liked
is
it.
past the halfway point.
I think if I like we're in a quick match, or like if we needed an extra healer and I couldn't use my normal ones, that wouldn't be one I wouldn't be against trying.
Oh, I'm gonna get some revenge. I'll patch you up. This is a nice spot. I found more boom spiders.
Some fireworks. I got you. They've almost got it.
You're ready for action.
Enemy ahead of us. Anyone willing to help?
I'm definitely feeling
That's much better.
the tired wave more now. Damn it, I was trying to.
the world.
Shields up. Keep fighting until we have a winner.
Damn, I can't believe that was in that. Yeah, oh well, we got one more.
You can count on me. I got a plan.
Seconds before you attack. Get ready.
That's some nice armor you got there, sweetheart. How much you want for it?
No, Rocket. You know Spider isn't for sale.
How about just one arm? No? Ah, come on! You're killing me, kid.
Not yet, but I'd be careful if I were you. The battle starts in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1! All you need to do is capture the mission area. Got it?
I like hanging around Groot because he gets me. Huh. Yeah!
Whoever they are, they don't look friendly.
Down! That's blocking her! You're ready for
I'll get you next time. Looks like the mission area is yours to capture now.
Yeah, their magic's just targeting the fuck out of me, and now I realize their name, and now it makes more sense. Also, I did not realize, I think I was muted when I talked to you last, so I have no clue if you heard me.
Your team's capture progress has passed the halfway point.
As long as I got bullets, I win. I'll patch you up.
I was in trouble. I underestimated.
Things are gonna be different this time.
They've almost got it!
This is a nice spot.
There they are.
I'll patch you up.
I was worried. Stay on your tail! Come, my
Things are gonna be
So sick.
until we have a winner.
They make me go against Black Panther and Magic and not even gonna get in there, Penny Parker.
relay deployed. It ain't cheap.
You gotta get the fuck in there.
Child!
No, that's it. That's like literally it on God.
This is
That was exactly it. I got targeted the fuck out.
Well, you can't
That was terrible. That was not fun. Yeah, no, that's literally me. Honestly, I don't know if you saw me flying low-key there in that last one, but I was low-key flying with my eyes closed half the time because my eyes were just shutting on myself, so. Yeah, no, for sure, you as well. I mean, if you ever want to talk like that or have conversation you want to make like that, I mean, go ahead, bring any topic up. I'll do my best to talk about it if I got stories, because I've definitely got a lot of stories about a lot of things, so. So yeah, no, it was fun being able to chat with you. Thanks for tuning in once again. And you have a wonderful rest of your night. Sleep well. Good luck with whatever you got going on tomorrow. Have a thrilling Thursday. But I'm sure I'll be on at some point, so if you're on, I'm sure I'll see you then. So, but if not, thanks for tuning in. I'm probably going to end the stream here too, honestly, because I'm feeling the exact same way. My eyes are shutting while I'm playing the game, so yeah, so if anyone else is here with me, Zoo, thank y'all for tuning in tonight. I hope everyone has had a wonderful night, and I hope everyone has a great day tomorrow. If you enjoyed the content, do a lot of Marvel Rivals, Phasmophobia, Minecraft, Fortnite, Rocket League, just a handful of games. And there's definitely going to be a few more that I get when they come out in the future. So if you guys enjoy any of that stuff, please consider coming back in the future. I would love to have you. And thanks for joining me tonight, and have a good one.